Yeah, I am Bosun Omofayi on behalf of Frontier Africa Report here at the African Energy Week 2021 in Cape Town, South Africa, live streaming to you. Thank you very much. It's been a very good takeoff for the second day of this conference with a whole lot of talk about a few countries specific. Today, we're having sessions in South Africa, on Angola, on Ghana, as well as a number of a few other African countries. It's the second day of the conference so far, and the focus remained very consistent with how we started off on Tuesday here at the event, a focus on energy transition for Africa, the issues around big issues for the national oil corporations and investment that are sorely needed by the African energy industry. But again, looking at some of the focus country specific today, if we focus on South Africa, which is the host country for this year's and the maiden edition of the Africa Energy Week, is about a couple of issues. For example, how South Africa will transit in a responsible manner, according to one a member of the panelists who spoke just a short while ago here about a responsible transition for South Africa from coal energy into other form of renewable energy in order not to lose jobs within the industry, keep jobs, but still be able to do responsible transition to cleaner energy is going to be a very tough one for South Africa, currently facing about 32% in unemployment in the country, Africa's most advanced and industrialized economy. Then you've got countries where some of the panelists spoke about where to get the best learning experience, lessons for transition, such as China and Poland, as well, all that being brought on board. Another key point has to do with South Africa digging for gas, a bit of oil and gas off its coast of the country, which we got updates about where some of the conversations are right now between the government and the key investment companies. These are private talks, not to be fully disclosed in terms of those operations moving forward. But at least right now, South Africa still can talk about the liquefaction process, which is already in place. But how to bring the whole gas from the continental shelf of South Africa onshore and all of that is still quite some conversations, still some way off, and how that will be implemented. Then, in terms of the current energy crisis in South Africa, with Eskom announcing within the last 24 hours that it's coming down from level 4 load shedding 4 to load shedding level 3, is still a whole lot of issues for investors, businesses, and companies here in South Africa. So, all that also into conversation today. The big takeaway is that South Africa will need hundreds of billions of dollars to do its energy transition. Where would the money come from? Renewable energy replacement will be very, very key moving forward. And this conversation sort of mirroring a few other countries specific, by the way, although there are a few others that will be in specific to a few countries. Later today, there's a session on Angola. Angola is Africa's second energy producer or gas energy oil and gas producer behind Nigeria. So that will be a major interesting panel that everyone is also looking forward to see what big names in the country such as Sonangol and others are doing. How Angola is also trying to transit. What are the investment issues? What are the policy issues? What are the investment and legal framework that is needed to get everyone moving forward? The whole idea is to get Africa's energy poverty evaporated, taken out, or at least reduced considerably. A short while ago, I was able to chat to the NGIU, who is the executive chairman of African Energy Chamber, the chief organizer of this event, and he brought me up to speed on some of the takeaways from the ongoing and to be concluded later on Friday, the COP26, which is the UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow. He told me that Africa needs a whole lot more cooperation from the international oil companies, the IOCs, but he says thank you to others such as Chevron that is already cooperating with Africa in terms of investment, in terms of the and Total Energies as well. We've got a top official of Total Energies sitting on one of the panel earlier today about the transformation which is going on for Total Energies and a few other international energy companies in getting Africa to cut back on its energy poverty and increase all of that while being in tune with the rest of the world when it comes to energy transition and net zero emission for 20 50. So quite a whole lot of grounds to cover here at the conference, and we're bringing everyone, all of you, up to speed as we follow along this very high-profile conference here in South Africa. For Front Africa Reports, I am Bosun Amafai here in Cape Town. Bye for now.